Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syamsuddin and group members is Muhammad Irfan bin Shahrul Nizam and Muhammad Hifzan bin Hamzah. So this is for subject DJJ 40132 Engineering and Society. This presentation I will take title about the sustainable waste management. So introduction, definition: waste, substance or object which dispose of or intended to be disposed of or required to be disposed of by the provision of national law, United National Environment Programme, the base convention. The problem with is actually a human concept. There is no such thing as waste in natural. In natural, waste created by a natural process, organisms become the whole products used by other process and organisms. This is called the circle of life, and its nature strategy relate to ensure stability and sustainability of the environment. Based on the same report, in Malaysia, the percent of plastic waste recorded increased 2% in 2018 compared to 44.5% of total waste was food waste, while plastic waste 30.2%, and the disposable diapers 12.1% in 2005. So, engineering management in society is a law about the engineering management. Uh, Legislation relate to waste management. So, number one is solid waste and public cleaning management Act 2007. Environment Quality Regulation 2005. Environment Quality Act 1974, and last is Water Service Industry Act. So, Solid Waste and Public Cleaning Management Act 2007. Uh, the define of solid waste is any scrap material or other unwanted uh, surplus substance or reject product is from the application of any process. So any other material that is required by the authority to be disposed. So SWM service is the separation, storage, collecting, transportation, transfer, processing, recycling, terminate and dispose of the controlled solid waste. So SWM is the government to control the solid waste. So controlled waste, solid waste have a category. Number one is commercial, number two construction, number three household, and number four is industrial. So for environment quality regulation 2005, This regulation may be seen as the Environment Quality Scandal West Regulation 2005. This regulation come into process operation on 50 August 25, 2005. In this regulation, unless the constant otherwise request schedule was so uh, in admin is the schedule certificate in the four schedule which when mixed well processed hazardous situation thus head generation fire exposing or the release of toxic substance. So for environment quality, their director is situation and commentation, interpretation, notification of the generation of schedule waste, dispose of schedule waste, treatment of schedule waste, recover of the material, application for special management, and responsibility of waste generation. For this precision, given to Muhammad Ifzan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ini is Muhammad Hizam Hamzah and I will continue the presentation. So, professional bodies in engineering, sustainable development, global warming, which is effect causes, carbon sink, carbon footprint, green approach, social sustainability, which is component of social sustainability. Solid waste is defined as any waste that is in solid form from domestic, agricultural, and industrial source. Solid waste. Collection and transportation, which is transfer station, SOP, guideline, packaging type, load, forms, license transporter. Storage, and the last is disposal technology, which is landfill requirement. So the next is sustainability and green engineering. Sustainable development is the overarching paradigm of the United Nations. The concept of sustainable development was described by the 1987 Brundtland Commission report as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. There are four dimensions to sustainable development, which is society, environment, culture, and economy, which are intertwined, not separate. Sustainability is a paradigm for thinking about the future in which environmental, societal, and economic considerations are balanced in the pursuit of an improved quality of life. So there is an example diagram for sustainable development. So next, structure Malaysian Green Technology Master Plan. Function of Master Plan. The first is Green Technology Master Plan as the national strategic plan and implementation framework to catalyze green growth towards sustainable development and high income nation by 2020 and to position Malaysia as a green technology hub by 2030. Support the implementation of 5 key action plans in achieving the goal of Nation Green Technology Policy. And the third is acknowledge the implementation of Green Catalyst Project (GCP) to achieve the 40% carbon intensity reduction by 2020 and to improve the quality of life. And the next is role and main strategies of GTMP. So role. The first is provide strategic plan GT to be one of the engines for economic growth, significant contribution to GDP. Inculcate green culture as lifestyles to improve quality of life. Now, the third is facilitate deployment of GT as vegetation to achieve 40% carbon intensity reduction. So next, we move to Irfan.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Syarul Nizam. My number metric is 14 DEM 19F1010. And now I will present about discover invention and innovation towards sustainability and green technology related to waste management. Turning waste into energy. One of the biggest innovations coming to the waste management industry is the ability to turn waste into actual power. Instead of sitting in a landfill, certain types of waste can simply be converted into energy. New machinery known as these digesters can take the waste and the biogas it produces and turn it into energy that can be used on site. This kind of technology can be used on a variety of waste, including food, animal waste, agricultural leftover, and more. Thermal conversion is another new technology that can be used to convert waste into specialty product. This process this process take some cues from natural geothermal processes that use heat and pressure to turn useless materials into useful products. It could be used to turn waste into chemical, fertilize, oils, and other things that could that could give your waste another life. Next, new ways to recycle precious metal. So many products and industries require the use of precious metal because these minerals are so useful. They can be rather expensive. This material, which include platinum, palladium, and iridium, can be used as catalysts in a wide variety of industries, including the automotive and chemical sectors. New methodologies like plasma or recycling can help our society meet rising demands for this material. This stage can recover a vast majority of the platinum metal found in a vehicle or other object by using a superhot plasma torch. Instead of mining for new ore, ore, we can just reuse these materials and give them a second life. And last is conclusion. Human ways of life have placed pressure on the environment and have caused imbalance in the ecosystem by the producing, consuming, and wasting of natural resources. Sustainable waste management helps us understand our waste and how best to deal with it. As such, pharma pharmaceutical waste should be taken to its original manufacturer for proper disposal, such as incineration. Waste food should be composted, and plastic can be recycled. Recycling waste saves over 30% of energy in the production of new packaging or materials. Uncontrolled waste management can lead to medical and healthcare waste being mixed with household waste. This increases the risk of poisoning or injury to children and adults who are working sorting waste. And last, proper waste management help improve the quality of water and air, as well as reduce the emission of greenhouse gas. So, when we collect the waste, we are usually salvage for redistribution, recycling, and reuse. Okay, that's all for our presentation for case study, engineering and society. Thank you.